welcome to our deep dive all about content management systems.
CMS, yeah.
CMS.
Sure.
We're really going to be focusing on how they impact technical writing and documentation.
Right, and we're looking at this from the perspective of Curt Robbins.
Oh, yeah. Senior technical writer Curt Robbins.
Exactly. He's got a ton of experience in the field.
Yeah. He's worked with some big names.
FedEx, Microsoft, Wells Fargo.
So this is going to be really valuable for anybody listening who's, deep in this world.
Technical writers, documentation specialists, IT professionals.
So let's jump in. What are some of the big aha moments from Robbins?
Well, one of the first things Robbins really tackles is this idea that CMS platforms are just for websites.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah.
some people think that.
Makes sense.
He really pushes back on that and says for technical writers,
Yeah.
a CMS is more like mission control for all their content.
Okay, so we're not just talking about, throwing up web pages.
No.
We're talking about managing all the manuals, the
Yeah.
guides, internal docs.
Everything, all the docs. And he makes a point that a good CMS is not just a storage system, right?
Yeah.
It actually helps you create better content.
Huh.
So he points to features like version control,
Oh, yeah.
which he says was a total lifesaver when he was at Wells Fargo.
I bet.
Working on these massive projects.
Oh, yeah, with tons of people.
Multiple authors, yeah.
Yeah, so for anyone listening who's not familiar, version control, that's where you can track all the changes that are made.
Right.
You can go back, revert if needed.
Exactly, and you can see who did what when.
So important in a collaborative environment.
Absolutely crucial for technical writing teams.
For sure.
And Robbins also talks about how a CMS helps enforce consistency across all your documentation.
Oh, interesting.
So think about style guides, templates,
Yep.
even legal disclaimers.
Ooh, yeah.
A CMS can automate so much of that.
That would free up so much time for writers to really focus on, the content itself.
Absolutely, that's Robbins' point.
Yeah.
He says when you're not bogged down by those manual tasks, you can spend more time researching, refining, really honing the message.
So it actually elevates the quality of the technical writing.
Exactly.
It's not just about efficiency. It's about making the content itself better.
That's a key insight.
Interesting.
And then Robbins goes on to talk about how a CMS transforms content delivery.
Okay.
He points out that today, technical documentation, it's not just about printed manuals anymore.
Right. Yeah, you got to be everywhere.
Exactly. You need websites, mobile apps, those quick reference PDFs.
Oh, where?
And Robbins argues a good CMS can handle all of it.
Really?
He says the right CMS becomes your publishing hub,
Okay.
makes it so much easier to reach your audience wherever they are. And this ties into another one of Robbins' key points about analytics.
Okay.
He says a CMS can give you incredible data on how people are using your documentation.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, what are people looking at?
Exactly what topics are most popular,
Okay.
what's confusing people, where are the gaps in the information.
That's super valuable.
It is. And Robbins says this data allows you to constantly improve the content.
Oh, wow.
Make it more user-friendly and effective.
So it's like having a feedback loop built right into the system.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And Robbins argues that this feedback loop is essential for technical writers,
Interesting.
especially those that want to stay ahead of the curve.
Okay.
He emphasizes, in the digital age, content needs to be dynamic.
Yeah.
It needs to evolve.
Right.
And a CMS gives you the tools to make that happen.
So it's not just managing the content you already have.
Right.
It's using the system to make it better over time.
Exactly. Robbins goes so far as to say that a good CMS can help technical writers become thought leaders in their field
Wow.
by giving them the platform and the insights to create truly innovative documentation.
It sounds like he's making the case that a CMS isn't just a nice to have.
Yeah,
It's essential for anyone working in technical communication today.
absolutely. He sees it as a fundamental shift
Okay.
in how we approach content creation and management.
Mm-hmm.
And he believes that technical writers who embrace this technology will have a significant advantage in the years to come.
Wow.
It's a big deal.
That is a big statement.
It is.
But Robbins doesn't just talk about the good stuff, right?
No, he doesn't shy away from the challenges.
He gets into some of the downsides of using a CMS.
Right, because it's not a perfect solution.
It's not all just, click a button and everything's amazing.
Definitely not. And he does this not to scare people off,
Okay.
but to really highlight the need for planning and careful consideration.
Yeah, because there are challenges you got to think about.
For sure. And one of the things Robbins talks about is the learning curve.
Yeah.
With some of these platforms.
Yeah.
Some CMS systems are pretty complex.
Oh, yeah, especially if you're talking about the enterprise level ones.
Exactly. And that might mean
They need some training.
You need dedicated training for your team.
Okay, so it's not always as simple as just, installing some software,
Nope.
hitting the ground running.
Not necessarily. You really got to think it through.
Yeah, and I imagine a CMS can require a pretty significant investment,
Yeah.
both in terms of the tech itself
Yeah.
and the time it takes to implement it properly.
Absolutely. That migration piece is huge.
Yeah.
Robbins stresses the importance of choosing a CMS that aligns with your specific needs and goals.
Oh, for sure.
He says there's no one-size-fits-all solution.
Right. Every organization is different.
Exactly, and you have to carefully evaluate different options.
Based on what?
Things like scalability, ease of use, integration with your existing systems, and of course, budget.
Oh, budget always comes into play.
Always.
Yeah, you don't want to end up with a CMS that's like way too complex
Right.
for your team to use, or one that just doesn't have the features you need.
Exactly. It's got to be the right fit.
Yeah, and I imagine sometimes, even with the best planning,
Mm-hmm.
you might run into limitations with certain platforms.
Yeah, absolutely. It happens.
And I imagine you could run into problems with like content silos
Oh, yeah. Robbins warns about that.
in an organization.
If you're not careful, you can end up with different teams using different systems to manage their content.
Oh, that sounds messy.
It leads to inconsistencies, duplication of effort.
Yeah.
So Robbins recommends establishing clear guidelines
Yeah.
for how content is managed across the entire organization.
Even if different teams are using different tools.
Even then you need that consistency.
So it sounds like a CMS is really powerful,
It is.
but it's not a magic bullet.
No, it's not just going to solve all your problem.
You still need good content strategy, good processes
Absolutely. You got to have the foundation in place.
to make it all work effectively.
That's Robbins' point, and I think one of the most valuable takeaways from his article
What's that?
is that a CMS should be seen as a catalyst for change.
Okay.
It's an opportunity to really rethink how you approach content, content creation, management, and delivery.
Interesting.
And it elevates the role of technical writers
Right.
within an organization.
So it's about empowering technical writers to become true content strategists.
Exactly. That's the shift that's happening.
That's a big shift.
It is. And Robbins believes technical writers who embrace this new way of thinking,
Yeah.
they're going to be the ones who thrive in the digital age.
So I'm curious from your perspective,
Yeah.
what are some of the key skills that technical writers are going to need
Well, that's a good question.
to develop to really thrive in this evolving landscape?
Well, I think the ability to think like a content strategist is going to be crucial.
Okay.
It's not enough to just be a good writer anymore.
Okay.
You really need to understand how the content fits into the bigger picture.
Okay, so understanding the business side of things.
Yes, exactly. How does this content help the company achieve its goals?
Makes sense.
And data literacy is going to be huge.
Oh, yeah, data is everywhere.
It is. And being able to, analyze the data from the CMS, understand how users are behaving, and then use those insights to make the content better.
Okay, so technical writing is becoming a data-driven discipline.
In a lot of ways it is.
Wow.
And of course, being able to adapt to new technology.
Oh, yeah, always learning.
Always the CMS landscape is constantly changing.
Right.
So you got to be comfortable learning new systems, staying ahead of the curve.
Well, this has been a truly insightful deep dive into the world of content management systems
It has.
and their impact on technical communication.
I've really enjoyed this conversation.
And we hope this has given everyone listening a fresh perspective on the power of CMS and all the exciting possibilities out there for technical writers.
Absolutely. There's a lot to look forward to.
Until next time.